All right, all right. We are live. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us on Facebook. I'm going to give a couple minutes while people are joining. And while people are joining, we've got some hot things that we want to share with you and showcase our incredible company and what is coming up. So let's take a peek at our icon video.
Good evening, team. Welcome to this incredible Zoom session tonight. We're going to walk you through plenty of things to get excited about Icon. It'll be my first ever Icon. I cannot wait. There is so much work and effort gone into this. It's going to be an absolutely wonderful event. I know Mark's super excited to share this with you this evening. A few technical challenges we'll just get through, but tonight is all about what you need to know before you go. So we'll give you a fabulous introduction to this incredible event that is only a few weeks away. And of course,
I can tell you, I am so excited to see everybody in just a couple of weeks. It's just a couple of weeks away. We're fired up more than ever. We're working like animals. I'm over here in New York. I've been over here in New York. I haven't left my house in practically a month. We are fired up. The team is fired up. Cullen just got back from Toronto and Canada on a tour, killing it. There are so many exciting things coming. I got to tell you, it has been a remarkable last few months. We finally hit some really great numbers over the last 2 months, right? Steve and Cullen, we hit numbers hitting before Jerry passed. So we're really, really proud of all the hard work that everybody out there is doing. We have so many great new products coming to you at this event and so many exciting things that you don't even have a clue how amazing, right?
Can you guys see me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so if you guys can talk of all things, my computer just decided to reboot itself right when I was starting to talk. Unbelievable. Give me one sec. If y'all can talk for just one more minute, I'll be right on. I'm sorry.
Right.
Yes.
No problem.
Yeah, well, I know that Mark is going to be opening up the show on Thursday morning, as he did, sharing you with some of the most exciting moments of the weekend. Some of the moments that you've been waiting to hear about. I'm not going to steal his thunder or Steve Boston's thunder, who is going to be talking about that. But he's going to be amazing, as Mark always is. And I know that on Saturday, we're going to bring it. It's going to be big time. It's going to be great. We're all putting in so much energy, so much effort to make this the best event that you have seen in a long time. It's going to be incredible.
It's going to be absolutely incredible, yeah.
We lost Mark again, huh?
He'll be back. But we're trying not to spoil everything for your team. So once Mark's coming and show you the energy we have around this. But before we do that, let's just take a moment. I don't know if you can see it on my screen, but we're all wearing, or most of us are wearing some fabulous merch. And here you go. Look, I've got the wonderful Amber Ridinger on my t-shirt here. This is all about the merch. And look at Cullen. Check Cullen out. He's got the American Eagle there, Market America. All of this merch is here for you. Steve Ashley there with the blue hoodie. Mm-hmm. Here we go. I think Dee's got the isotonics on. So again, teams, make sure you check out MA merch, because we have some fabulous merch for you to show off about your business. And this evening is all about the excitement generating for this event. And it's not too late to invite any prospects, team. A couple of weeks left. Everyone is welcome. This is going to be an incredible event, like we've just said. And of course, Steve Ashley is going to be in the house, ready to roll, coming in hot Friday morning. Steve, I'm hearing so much about the way you your energy as you bowl on the stage in the morning is just incredible.
Well, I mean, I had 6 months off. I mean, I'm ready to go. Let's do this. You
got off the last event.
Exactly. Right. Since I wasn't there at the last one. But I mean, obviously I can't wait to be there, to feel the energy, of all of our franchise owners, all of our family members, it's one of those experiences that you can't share. You have to just live it. And once you live it, you're gonna be back at every single major event. And it's one of those things to where the energy, the information, JR used to always say that that if you miss an event, you miss 6 months worth or a year's worth of information. You certainly do, because it's just so powerful as far as what you get for the weekend. I mean, every day of the agenda is made for the enfranchised owner. And that's what the beautiful thing is, whether it is Mark and Steve with their opening and talking about Market America, whether it's the products, whether it's, what Jason and I are going to cover at social media, whether it's recruiting and prospecting and recruiting and prospecting and sponsoring with Kevin and Andrew. And then of course, Lauren closing us out on Saturday. It's just going to be an amazing week for everybody that's going to be a part of it.
I can tell you while we're waiting on Mark. I think we're still waiting.
I'm ready.
There we go.
Okay, guys, I'm sorry. I didn't plan. Literally at 9:02, my computer just decided to automatically reboot itself. So go figure how that happens. Unbelievable. But so team, I'm super excited tonight, as well as the team on the call here. And we wanted to start this out by first talking about Icon. And at first, I want to welcome you to our monthly global Zoom. We had one in August. We had one in July. Now it's August, and every single month to go over everything you need to know about the business. What's the most prominent things that are going on? What new products are coming out? Business updates, and of course, the first and foremost important thing tonight, of course, is Icon 2024, which is only 2.5 weeks away. Without a doubt, it will be our best event ever, and we cannot wait to see our family up close and in person. Really just unbelievable that it just seems like leadership school ended, and here comes Icon right on its heels. And I think, as the team alluded, while my computer was rebooting, I heard everyone, and it's been a fabulous last couple of months, and we're continuing to strive and getting better each and every day, and the company is getting stronger every day. So I want to first lead off by talking and giving you a sneak peek at what you can expect at Icon in a few weeks. So if we can go to the next slide, and a couple of things I want to do, some housekeeping things first of all. Number one, and if you haven't done this, and we struggle with getting people to do this before the event, if you all could please take the time as soon as possible, put it on your list to assign your tickets to Icon 2024. So if you purchased a ticket, go on to unfranchise.com, go to event tickets and event tickets assignment. If you bought a ticket yourself, assign that ticket to yourself. If you bought 3 tickets, make sure you assign a ticket to yourself, and then the other 2 to the 2 people that you sold the ticket to. Why is it important? It's important because it enables us to provide the best possible event for you. It enables us to personalize the experience for you. It also puts you at the top of the charts, if you will, for getting special rewards and exclusive offerings at Icon. And from now up until the start of Icon, and even during Icon 2024, because we know that you assigned your tickets, we'll be sending you updates about the event as it gets closer and at the events. You're going to continue to receive updates from now until Icon and going past. So if you can please update and assign your tickets on Unfranchised, please put it on your list and get that done immediately. It makes a big difference. The other reason it's going to be exciting is because we're increasing our experience to you at every single event. We're creating a brand new name badge, an icon name badge for all unfranchised owners. Anyone who pre-registers is going to get a pre-printed, if you will, name badge. It's going to be so much more appealing and beautiful. You want to put it in your offices when you get home, and it's going to really, give you the name recognition that you need. By also assigning your tickets, it enables us to pre-print it and speed up the registration process for you. And then on top of that, if you don't assign your tickets, we'll print the tickets out for you in this new icon badge, but it'll enable us to be more prepared for you and make this process much more smoother. Another new development that's going to make, I think, this event even better. For the first time, we're going to do a digital Icon 2024 program. Okay. And the cool thing about this is not only are you going to get the whole program digitized, the program, you will receive it the Monday, the week of the event, and it will constantly be updated throughout the event. And also note that you can share things from your Icon program with other customers and potential prospects on the program. So excited about this. It enables us to really not limit a program, make it as many pages as we want, make it as exciting as we need, put the promos we need in there, the new products that are going to go in there, all the trainings and all the incredible things that we're going to learn over the weekend. So everyone will start to receive their digital program on Monday, 8/19, the week of the event. Why is it important for you to assign your tickets? Because we know you're going to be there. If you don't assign them, you're not going to get this digital program until after you register. So again, it's really important to assign your tickets. And I talk about this at every event, but I do want to emphasize the extreme importance of this because it enables us to put on the best event possible and the best event experience for you and every one of your guests that are coming. So if we continue on, I want to let you know that we have a new host hotel for this Greensboro Icon Convention. It's going to be the Marriott Greensboro Downtown. This hotel is brand new, has been completely renovated. Rooms are still available at the Marriott Downtown. There's a QR code on this screen that you can click, and you can actually go ahead and book your room if you have not done so already. It's important to note, starting from Thursday evening up until Sunday, until the end of the event on Sunday, all breakout sessions will be at the Marriott Host Hotel. So another reason for you to want to be at the Host Hotel where everything is going to be going on. So again, the Host Hotel, Marriott Greensboro Downtown, free Wi-Fi is offered and free parking for all guests as well at the Marriott Greensboro Downtown. Then let's move into Wednesday. Okay. Wednesday, this particular Wednesday has more events going on. Remember, the event doesn't start officially, the general session, until Thursday. But on Wednesday, we have more events going on than we've ever had at any convention that we've done in over 32 years. So with that being said, it's really critically important that you pre-register on Wednesday. Get everything out of the way to make your experience seamless and smooth. Pre-registration will begin at the Greensboro Coliseum at 1 p.m. on Wednesday, and we'll run that until we need to, roughly about 8 p.m. that evening or 9 p.m., whatever we need to do. We want to get as many people pre-registered as possible. Everyone that registers will receive their headset rentals in advance before the event starts. Again, the whole concept here is for you to get everything you need early and make this experience very seamless and the best that it possibly can be. Just like we've done at some of the previous events, this is a worldwide international convention. What does that mean? That we're curating the best speakers from around the globe. So you're going to hear unfranchised owners in English and in Mandarin. So you're going to want to have that headset regardless of what language you speak, so you can switch and toggle. We'll have instructions all throughout registration, throughout the event, before the event starts, on exactly how to use those headsets. But again, it's critically important because you're going to want to hear from people all around the globe. And so just get all this done, get it out of the way at pre-registration. So come Thursday, you're coming out of the gate strong. You've gotten all the housekeeping out of the way. You're ready to learn and grow. Also on Wednesday, again, it's our most action-packed Wednesday day that we've had at any of our events. From 12:30 to 3:30, all of this is taking place at the Greensboro Coliseum. From 12:30 to 3:30, we have the GMTSS, which is being hosted by Cullen Haskins, and that's going to include all GMTSS coordinators and Speakers Bureau members. Going to be a great can't-miss event. From 5 to 6 p.m. will be our first breakout at the Coliseum on Web Centers, and then from 6 to 7 p.m., it'll be on Nutrimetrics. And then if we fast forward, we got such rave reviews. If we can move to the next slide, we got such rave reviews at Leadership School about the session with Amber that we're bringing that back. And it's going to be even bigger and better than it even was at Leadership School, which again, the reviews were absolutely incredible. The session will take place at the Greensboro Coliseum from 5 p.m. to 7:30 p.m., hosted by Amber, the Motives team. Kim Ashley is on this call, and I'm going to defer to her because later on in this monthly Zoom session, Kim is going to talk a little bit more about what's in store for the session.
And Mark, on this one, if I can just add in, and this
absolutely.
one, I would just recommend, team, this is a great time for networking. 2.5 hours here. It's an open event with stands. You can explore the products, have conversations. You'll see Amber presenting, Kim presenting. But the last event we had at Leadership School was phenomenal. So if you didn't get there, this is a great event to go mix and mingle, meet with your teams, share it together. It's a fabulous event.
Yeah, and then last but not least, on Wednesday night, Vice President Andrew Weissman will be going over, and we call it the world premiere. It's really the world premiere of the new first look presentation of the unfranchised business. She'll get to see up close and personal the new first look presentation. Andrew's going to be conducting it. Guests are free for this event, so it's great to prospect people locally, and guests are free. So get as many people as you possibly can to this event from 7:30 to 8:15. Also note how it's been shortened. That's why it's a first look now. 45 minutes. This is not a 90-minute unfranchised business presentation. The goal is for Andrew and your guests, based on his presentation, to get people to the event the following day and get those guests there to the following day. So this will be the first time you're going to see that event. And then that ends our day on Wednesday. It's action-packed. It's almost like tons of sessions before even the main event has even started. So fast forwarding, let's start going into the general session. And I'm going to go through and highlight each day's schedules. And I'm going to really high level it because there's so much information that we're going to supply to everyone. And of course, we know the dates of the 22nd through the 25th for Icon 2024. Look, I can't emphasize enough, arrive early. Doors open at 8 o'clock. We want everyone in their seats by 9:15. We have an action-packed show. And I heard Lauren say it before my computer shut down, was that this thing is action-packed. We have been preparing for this for, since Leadership School ended, and this is going to be an absolute revolutionary event. So be prepared, be seated, get there early. And here's another good reason to get there early. You're going to love this, is because in the concourse area, if we can switch the slide, please, you're going to be able to, in the concourse, meet with product teams and vendors all around the concourse throughout the entire event. If you get there early, you have more time to meet with all of the vendors, all of our staff, all of our vendors. But we have a very special thing that's going to happen really for the first time here during this event. And if we can go to the next slide, please, because we are going to be launching incredible revolutionary products on Thursday. But here's the most beautiful thing, is in the concourse area, you will be able to sample and try all of the new products at the booths. And not only will you be able to sample and try all of the new products at the booths, you are going to be able to buy all of the new products throughout the concourse at international conventions. You'll be able to take home all of the brand new products with you. Now, if you don't want to take them with you at hand, you can also decide to choose to pick up the products at headquarters or at the Coliseum. And we're waiving all pickup charges. So if you decide to purchase, now this will start on August 7th, this Wednesday. We have a lot of people internationally who like to buy products and pick them up at headquarters or at the Greensboro Coliseum. If you choose to do that starting the 7th, any pickup orders are automatically absolutely free. When you come to the event, you can choose to order online and pick up at the event or at headquarters absolutely free. Or you can even buy at the booth. You can buy at the booth and you can try samples and you can get samples, buy individual samples at the booth. This is going to be a fun, interactive experience all across the board. It's going to be super, super, super exciting and a super new experience for everybody. So as we dive a little bit deeper into the agenda, I want you to know that every single agenda that we do, whether it be at Leadership School, whether it be at Icon or any worldwide event or any event in your local market, we curate these events based upon what you want to hear and your feedback. So this isn't something that we make up. This isn't something that we decide to do. This is something that you decide to do. This is what you wanted to hear, and this is what we're going to supply. So let's dive right into Thursday. On Thursday morning, we're going to come out with a bang. We're going to show you and tell you why the world is going to now know the story of Market America and Shop.com and how you're going to reap the benefits and rewards from it. We're going to come out of the gate like we're in the Kentucky Derby. It's going to be absolutely incredible. And you're going to find out how the best kept secret is no longer going to be the best kept secret anymore. And Thursday, then after we come out with that, it's really product and retail focused. So we're going to do this special, and this is why it's critical that you're in your seats no later than 9:15. We're going to do a special tribute to J.R. Ridinger. Obviously, none of us would be here without J.R. We'll always start our events with J.R., and we have an extremely special tribute to J.R. to open up this very special Icon 2024 event. And then Steve and I are going to come up and talk about Built on Product, powered by people. We have huge, colossal announcements to go over, mainly focused on many different things, new products, and how the world will now know the incredible, wonderful story of 32, 33 years of Market America, Shop.com. Being product focused, Kim is going to talk about it. She's going to talk about it shortly here this evening about how we're going to talk to you about how Motives is going to be rediscovered, new products for Motives and Layered and LDV. Then again, we're going to hitchhike and turn it over to Dr. D and Gary Brecka to take it home and explain why our products are the best on the planet and the best in the world. They're going to go over more in depth about why our new products are revolutionary and are game-changing products, which they absolutely will be. I'm so excited. I wish I could tell you now, but you're just going to have to be at Icon to hear it front and center. And then it makes perfect sense for Kevin Buckman to come up after Dr. D and Gary to talk about retailing and bring up two of our top retailers in the field, Beth Black and Julie Landseidel, to come up and talk about not just the how, but the why and how you should retail in your business and show you the cheat code, if you will, on how to retail and generate more income and more retail profit for your business. Cullen's going to reinforce the GMTSS, and then every day will always be focused on recognizing you. Always be focused on recognizing you. I want to say another thing. We're throwing out another little special surprise. For people who get to their seats after lunch on time, we're doing giveaways that are going to blow you away. I can't tell you what they are, but they're very high in value, but it's only going to be for people who get in their seats back on time. So Thursday's action-packed, product and retail focused, and then we go into Friday. Oh, before we go into Friday, again, being product and retail focused on Thursday, that Thursday evening, as I said, starting Thursday, all breakouts will be at the Marriott Host Hotel. We will be doing and this is always attended by thousands of people. Dr. D is going to do a special product and retail breakout that evening because we can't cover, Deidre and Gary can't cover everything on Thursday during the main session. What they can't cover is going to be covered on Thursday evening. That when they can really go into all the great things about new products that we have. And for the first time ever, our breakout sessions from Thursday to Sunday translation will be provided. All you need to do is bring your earbud that you wear with your cell phone. And if you did go to Lauren's Blueprint for Success tour, you brought your earbuds that you use, like the one I have on right now, actually. Just bring that to the breakout sessions, and it'll be automatically simultaneously translated. So all those breakouts are going to be translated for the first time. Let's go into Friday now. Friday is all about powered by people, prospecting, qualifying, and sponsoring. And when you look at this headline of speakers and topics that are going over, it is unbelievable. Steve is going to light up the morning and put the stage on fire like he always does with Jason and talking about, again, it's a big focus for us, maximizing your online success using social media and digital marketing. It's a big focus for this company to get everyone engaged with social media. And again, Steve and Jason are going to talk about it on this monthly Zoom call tonight. Steve and Jason are going to open it up with a special UFO guest from Taiwan who does incredibly well on social media, Rice Howe. And then we've got a very special guest speaker coming in that you're going to hear from during that session as well. Then we go into prospecting, qualifying, and sponsoring. Kevin Buckman's going to lead that session with our top leaders, Mark Bernanke, Norman Mary Roth, and Carol Zhao. Then Andrew Weissman with our top field leader, Elizabeth Weber-Walliser and Amber Yang, are going to talk to you about the new First Look presentation that Andrew presented on Wednesday night and go over, and this is going to be well received because I've talked about it in different areas that I've spoken in, the brand new, user-friendly, UFO-friendly, new unfranchised owner training that you are absolutely going to fall head over heels on. Jason and Steve are going to come back and talk about the UF marketing app. Again, that is one of the best digital marketing tools that you'll find anywhere. They're going to show you the why and the how to utilize the unfranchised marketing app. And they're going to bring up UFOs who have been extremely successful in utilizing the app. Richard and Stephanie Nee, Jim Winkler, and Alexandra Cummings, three incredible UFOs who utilize this tool to the max. And again, what you're going to hear throughout this event is just utilize what you have, but just use it, get it out there. It takes no time, and it will grow your business. And it's the power of people that makes all this happen. Then another special prospecting, qualifying, sponsoring session with Drayton Hodo, Allison Abbott, and their team. Never want to miss that particular session. And then another prospecting qualifying. It's all about prospecting, qualifying, sponsoring with the best and the best with Andrew Weissman, who will use our top field leaders, one of our top field leaders in Jim Winkler and Don Martin. It's going to be an incredible Friday, and of course, recognizing you at every one and every day during these sessions. And then if we go on to our breakout that evening, there will be a breakout that evening at the Marriott again at 8 p.m. Bring your earbuds and that you use with your phone, and Mandarin translation is going to be provided. Let's move into Saturday. Saturday is always the most special day, of course. We're going to open up Saturday with the J.R. Ridinger Award. Not going to want to miss it. Remember, this will only be the second time it's awarded. Last year, if you recall, Elizabeth Weber received, and deservingly so, the first annual J.R. Ridinger Award. We're going to open up Saturday with the second annual award winner. And then Lauren's going to come up like no one knows, like nobody else, and take over the stage, teaching you how to target and attract the right people to this business, doing it the right way, not wasting time, focusing on what works. This is when you hear what's going to go on Friday, and then Lauren just bring it all full circle Saturday morning, the sky is the limit. The sky is the limit. Then you're going to hear from Fat Joe, and I know the close, Lauren's already given me a little bit into it. I'd love to tell you about it, but I would get in severe trouble for that. But you just can't miss Saturday and her close. I just love how we saved the best for last and have Lauren come up and we save her energy for Saturday. And she just literally not only knocks it out of the park, but hits a grand slam home run.
I could say that we saved the best for first.
Nah, I don't know about that. It's,
I think we're all excited to do this. And I just want to elaborate. We're going to really focus. I'm going to bring in Mark. I'm going to bring in Cullen. I'm going to bring in some of the team on Saturday morning, Steve. Everybody's going to get involved, and we're going to teach you how to create buckets. Jared, I love talking about creating buckets. We're going to be creating buckets on how you can target people and what to say to those people. So you're just not talking to everybody. Yeah. Stop talking to everybody and let's focus on who we want to talk to. And let's create buckets. If we want to talk to people about weight loss, we're going to create a bucket for that and how we're going to talk to them, what we're going to say to them. Then we're going to talk to people about how we want to get them focused on anti-aging or feeling good about NADS. That'll be another bucket. We're going to have different buckets everywhere. So we can give you all the very best information you need on knowing how to attract the right people for the business.
I can't wait. Lauren's given me some inside to it, and it's going to be just off the charts.
Oh, it's going to be great. I haven't left my house in 4 weeks, and I've been working on it, and it's phenomenal. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be so good. It's laser focused, as Colin said. We're bringing it home. The team is working harder, and I'm getting our guys to do it with me on the stage, on the floor. I want to be on the floor with you guys, not worrying about being up on the stage, but on the floor with you guys, walking through it and doing it with you on the floor. I think that's the most important thing we can do, is teaching you guys how to do it. This is a different world today. We can get a lot more done by using our emails and social media and DM, but that doesn't replace going out. But I'm going to teach you how to target people in the masses so you can access a lot more people than you've been doing. It would take you many more days to do it if you were to do it in person all the time. There will be the right time to bring them in person just days later, but I'm going to teach you how to get them all at once.
I love it. And Lauren, I love how this whole thing is, again, the mission's the mission, built on product, powered by people. You know, and that's what this is about, product and people, and focusing on the best ways to do it. I'm glad we have 2.5 more weeks to prepare, but I'm ready to go now.
Well, we hardly have 2.5 weeks to prepare because you and I, are working on other big things, but
I know.
I think there's so many great things. I think the thing I'm most excited about, of course, is the reveal of JR's statue and seeing all of you.
That's always the best part of the event, right? And Lauren, not to be not to minimize.
Yes, Gary Brucka. Somebody said, is Gary Brucka speaking? If you missed that, yes, Gary Brucka.
Yeah, Gary's speaking on Thursday with Deidre. Absolutely. He's so excited to come in. He's bringing 5 people with him. I mean, Deidre came to my office and asked Lauren and I. She was like, Gary wants to bring 5 people, and is that okay?
Bring them on.
Come on, do it.
I know Deidre and him are going to tear up the stage. We have so much good happening right now. It's such a good time. Deidre's really focused on the future with us and getting out in the field again where she belongs and where she loves to be. We just got so many great things happening.
Oh, Lauren, I'm glad you mentioned that, and we'll talk about that at ICOM more. But Lauren said, Deidre, you got to get out of the office and get out in the field. So now you're going to see, even though you saw Deidre out in the field, you're going to see her out in the field more. That's where she belongs. That's where she belongs. So we're kicking her out of the office.
Big Al said, bring on the bucket, attracting the right.
Bring on the bucket.
Bring on that was Jared's thing. Bring out the bucket. So we're going to be bringing out the bucket, bringing in the right people and bringing home the money for you guys.
Get your buckets out.
Yes, Mark. I was waiting for you to say it.
Yeah, get you. And Actually, when you're saying creating buckets, they can get their buckets out.
Exactly. I'm going to actually get you your own bucket for the stage that says Mark on it.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And Lauren, what about Saturday night? You know, this is like a new thing that we've done the last few events that people really look forward to. It is the 2024 Icon Awards and Celebration at 7 p.m. on Saturday night. Can you imagine, like, you're talking about thousands of people at an awards celebration, not hundreds, but thousands of people. Doors will open at 7. The event will start at 8. Lauren sent a message. Make sure you let people know how to dress and so forth. Look, it is party/cocktail attire, Lauren, right? So if they want to dress up, they can. Or if they want to dress like they would go to a party or an event, you know, they can do it too. So whatever makes them feel most comfortable.
And the reason why I want you guys to know is I want you to know my favorite part, as I said, is seeing you guys and getting you there in your seats, learning, going home, ready to tear it up. But, you know, Saturday night's a celebration of so many incredible people. Yeah. And I want you to dress up. I want you to show up for yourself. I want you to have something to look forward to. And if I don't tell you how to dress now, then you won't come properly dressed. I want you to get your high heels out, ladies. I want you to get your nice suits out, guys. And I want you to show up for your girl, for your man, to make yourself look good, to feel good. I want you to feel good. Cullen wants you to feel good. He wants you to look your best. This is about showing up for you. If we can't celebrate you, who will? In a society like today, filled with a whole bunch of garbage out there, I like to stay even more close in my community than I've ever been before. I like to stay inside the atmosphere, inside our circle. And so we're going to celebrate you, and we want you to look and feel your best. I want you to show up your best for yourself on Saturday night, because I'm going to make sure that Cullen picks some hot looking people that look beautiful up there and give away some awards up there too.
Absolutely.
For going out of their way.
Lauren, I alluded to it earlier, but some of the things that we're giving away are off the charts. I mean, if it's okay, if it's okay, I can say one of them. One of them is like a round trip ticket to leadership school. I mean, some incredible, that's just one of them, but there's more. Like we're just exceeding everything that we've done before. It's not like, okay, here you go, here's a product. This is like really incredible stuff that we're going to be rewarding people for being there. And there's a bunch of other things that we're going to be. I wish I need to shut up. All right, so
you can
I just need to stop. All right, so, and Lauren alluded to this. Okay, on Sunday, I mean, absolutely breathtaking. Last year, if you were at Icon, you got to see the unveiling of the J.R. Ridinger Museum. Absolutely unbelievable. Well, Lauren's taken it to another level because I know it's hard for me to even say this. Is the company has built a statue for J.R. Ridinger that is featured prominently at the corporate headquarters. I want you guys to know there was no money spared or anything. The gentleman who built this statue is the same one who built Michael Jordan's statue at the United Center, the same one who built Dirk Nowitzki's statue at the American Airlines Arena, and the same one who built Kobe's that is over in front of the Crypto Center, and the one he just did the one with. He just
built it for Kobe.
With his daughter.
Vanessa yesterday, and
his daughter.
Yes, for Gigi and for Kobe yesterday that they promoted. So we hired him to do it. It's beautiful. It took, by the way, it was a labor of love. 1 year. We had to pick. Remember, when you see it, please keep in mind that I chose what was JR's favorite time of his life at the age that he liked the way he looked his best. So that wasn't exactly where he was, but it wasn't his youngest either when I met him. So I picked him right at my favorite time, would have been in his late 50s, and he was really happy with that. And so that's what Mark and Cullen and the team and Steve Ashley all picked, Andrew. And so we picked the right time, his favorite time. So when you see him, it won't be like the JR at the very end, but it'll be the JR in the middle if you've been around for a minute. And
Lauren, it's perfect.
It's been
It's
a lot
perfect.
of work, a lot of heartache, a lot of tears and upset for me to get it just as right as you can. And remembering that it's bronze and beautiful, I know it'll be gorgeous. And I have not seen the final version yet. I know Market America, everybody on the phone has, but I have not.
I'm not sending it to you. I want to surprise you when you come.
And I know, I hate surprises.
Specifically.
No, but it's okay.
Well, if you want me to, I can show it to you.
Don't, because it'll never do it justice.
It won't do it justice, but team, I want to let you know the statue is facing the corporate headquarters, and it's like JR. I have bird's eye view looking at it from my office, and it's like JR's looking at his dream, like looking at what it's absolutely breathtaking. It gets me choked up, and I see him every morning when I'm there. Of course, I have a big picture of him right as I walk down the hall of my office. I tell him I love him every morning. But it is absolutely, you're going to be the first ones to see it. If you didn't get to see the museum at Icon 2023, you'll be able to walk through the museum. By the way, there's also brand new things that we've built out in the office that are recognized for UFOs. You're going to see brand new things at corporate recognition of UFOs that we built that we are so delighted to show you. But of course, the biggest thing is the unveiling of JR's statue. You'll be able to take pictures. There's a little park area there. You're going to see it up close and personal. It is absolutely breathtaking. And then during that day, you'll get to tour the corporate headquarters. I want to remind everyone to sign up for this. The QR code is right here on the screen. So just go ahead and sign up. It is going to be the best corporate headquarters tour you have ever seen. I just get goosebumps seeing about what we've got in store for you. And that's not even done. On the same day, on Saturday, after you go check out corporate headquarters, or you come in the afternoon, as Jason alluded to, be sure to click on the QR code to sign up for it. We've got more breakouts. Colin leading the parade, buddy, right here from 9 to 11 a.m. Prospecting, recruiting, and business building. I think you heard that. We want to make sure you hear it one last time before you get on that plane. From 11 to 1, I got to tell you something. I'm excited because you're going to hear from our CIO, our CTO, and Jason Pell. And let me tell you something. When I tell them, and Lauren and I tell them that, and by the way, they're incredible speakers, Lauren, right? That when we tell them that they're going to speak on AI and Chat GPT, they love it. They work morning, noon. They can't. Now you get to see technology up close and personal, the way it's supposed to work. And they've got new developments to show you on AI that you can use to grow your business. It's unbelievable what they're doing, but their focus has been internal, but even more external. What can we supply to the field utilizing AI and ChatGPT to further enhance and grow your organizations? And then from 1 to 2, hey, how about telling people how we can give them a whole financial makeover? Open up the hood. The two best people in the field who know more than anybody is Dave Silver and Charlie Bear. They're going to do a special breakout session from 1 to 2. And as I said, translation is provided for all of the breakout sessions at the Marriott. You will not want to miss it. And we can't end this thing without talking. By the way, this is just Icon. There's more to come. Remember, this is a monthly global Zoom meeting. It's the monthly focus. The merch. Our new merch site just got loaded up with brand new merchandise. Steve Boston is wearing it right there. I'm wearing it right here. Everyone, Steve is wearing it. This merch is off the charts. Stickers, books, everything. We had our preferred vendor extend the deadline to this Wednesday at midnight. You can get this merchandise. Wear it to Icon. We're all about branding. They will also be on site to take orders as well. We're all about the merch. We're all about branding and showing how great this company actually is. It's just beautiful stuff, and it's only getting better. A couple more things on Icon. Please, everyone who comes to this event has to have these apps downloaded on their phone. Has to. The Unfranchised Marketing app, the business app. Shop. If you don't, you're not in business.
Can't be building the business if you're not doing this. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the tools, and I and Mark and everybody in the team has worked really hard, cracking the whip in the office to make sure people have up-to-date materials, up-to-date resources to help you grow your business. You got to use these tools. They're so important. If you're not using it, you're not really working. That's the real truth. You know, JR used to say all the time, if you're not working, we'll know it, right? You'll know it. You can't hide from it. You'll know it. Your check will be reflective of it. You can change your life if you use the tools, guys. You can really change your life if you use the tools.
Lauren, the people are speaking on stage. How do you think that we decide to choose them, right? We look at the data. Who's using it? Who's making the most money from it? Who's out there building? Who's retail? It's right there. It's what it is.
Yeah,
the numbers don't lie.
Everybody download it tonight. Download it tonight if you haven't been doing it.
And as I like to say, tap that app. Okay? So, all right. And then look, team, order those tickets today. Make a last big push to get as many people. You got 2.5 weeks left. Make the biggest push you can to get more people to that event. Remember, Andrew on Wednesday night is going to be showing that first look. Let us do the work for you. The other thing that just blows my mind is you can buy a ticket, utilize PayPal credit, come to the event with a free ride and not pay it for 6 months interest free. So you basically at the event for free. Or you can use Sezzle and pay 4 payments over 6 weeks. Again, still be at the event without paying for the full ticket as well. I mean, just no excuse. No excuse.
I would not be, you should be so open-minded to go back and reach out to people. Go in your back office, pull up people who haven't been doing anything for a while and give them a call. Give those people a call because so many people now are looking for a better way. This country's in chaos. I don't care who you're voting for right now. I don't want to vote for either one of them, but it doesn't even matter. The point is it's total chaos. And the only person who can be the president of your life is you. The only person who's going to change your life is you. The only person who can make a difference in your life is you. And the truth of the matter is you have to go back and reach out to those people who've been in your business who haven't done anything, who haven't heard from anybody. Maybe they're too embarrassed to call you. Maybe they're too embarrassed, Colin, right, to reach out and say, you know what? I should have stayed with it. You know, I had great mentorship. Or would you be willing to help me? Pick up the phone and say, you know what? I'm going all in. I'm going to work for people. I want to find some people on my team who haven't done anything in a while. Let's go do it one more time. And you will be very happily surprised how many people come back. We've seen it happen over the last several months. We're going to be doing our own campaign after this event as a reach out to everybody's UFOs that have been sitting there. But why not take advantage of you doing it first? Why not reach out to those people and say, you know what, it's time. It's never too late to get going again. It's time to get started again. You know, I believe in signs, Mark. And as we were sitting here, you know, JR always talked about, as I said, getting out your buckets. And, you know, he always talked about Father Time, as you know, and how Father Time was. And as I was sitting here and you were talking on your last sentence, I got a text message from our builder who's building our home. You know, Jared and I were in the process of renovating our home. We lived out for 26 years together, and it was torn apart when Jared and I last saw it. And so it's coming together. It'll be ready in just a few months. But he sent me this photo, and I'll share it with you. It's the front door. And if you can see, Father Time is right.
That's awesome. Love it.
Right at the front window.
Wow.
And what we call in our home, the JR Memorial Garden.
Nice.
Is right there. So everything happens for a reason, and that's Christian's favorite statue. But as a reminder of time and how important life is, now's the time for you. Don't waste a single moment. Don't let another moment go by without you realizing that you can do so much more than you've even done.
No question about it. No question about it, Lauren. And look, if you haven't done what you wanted to do up to this point, how about taking it 2.5 weeks and doing a sprint and getting it and just get it, you know, and just make it happen and do it. And, you know, it's so many great things going on. I had a wonderful day today. Lauren, I had a wonderful day, a productive day. I just, the business is really booming. It's on fire, Steve, right? From from the time we had an 8 o'clock meeting this morning. I got up at 4, got in the gym, got in there. I started going. I didn't even sit during my meetings. I stood up because I'm just ready to go, man. I'm ready to go. This thing is just bigger than anyone, and it's just so incredibly awesome.
What you got to do is get in charge of your life, get in charge of your business, and get focused and be in control and not worrying about you are the president of your life. Jared and I have said this for years, and it's a fact.
Exactly.
We have said this for years, and it's a fact. Just go to work. Go to work for you. Go to work for the people you love. Know what your why is. Write it down. What are the things, if you don't know what your why is, write it down. It's a thing that you love more than yourself. It's the thing that wakes you up out of bed in the morning without an alarm clock, folks. You can do it.
Absolutely, Lauren. And, this is, like we said, our second monthly global focus on what to focus on. And we hit icon, and we'll finish up with that in just a minute. But I want to turn it over to Steve and Deidre to talk about what our product focus of the month is this month. So just incredible stuff.
Fabulous. Wow.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Mark. And at Lauren, and at Leadership School, Mark, I think you said on stage you've never been so excited about this company and where it's heading. The work that's now taken place over the last months since Leadership School has just been phenomenal. And again, team, we can't go through the detail, but we're so excited about what's coming. It is unbelievable. We are doubling down, absolutely doubling down on this business. It's going to be incredible. So I'm going to do a quick recap here around Gut Health July, a fabulous month for us, the focus. And this is all about focus on the products that you love and like. And there's one company and all you UFOs out there and your customers focusing on the real products that make a difference. Dee, give us a quick recap of why the gut's so important from last month and these incredible products that we were sharing.
You bet. I mean, listen, it's going to be hard to follow what we all just heard. So this is just super exciting. I can't think of a more important organ system to do it than the gut, because everything happens in the gut. And that's why we started with gut health in July. It's where your happy hormones are made. It's where your hard work hormones are made. It's 70% of your immune system is there. That's why I always love to say, and I want you to share with your customers, the road to health is paved with good intestines. Am I right?
Say that one more time, Dee. Say that one more time.
The road to health is paved with good intestines.
Put that in the chat for us, team. Fabulous.
So let's look at it. Why was it so powerful? Because we offered you a trio of products that got in deep and built a solid foundation. Whether that foundation was just digestive health, it was energy, it was making sure that your heart functioned the way it was supposed to. We put a trio together that would make sure that everything you spoke to your customer about after the gut was only going to give them more and better results.
Fabulous. So on this one, of course, we have a little bit of competition. Hopefully you all saw this on franchise.com, a lovely leaderboard for the nation. I'm talking US here, as well as then there was a leaderboard for your teams. So hopefully you had some fun. I had some fun with my team on this one for sure, but congratulations to the top 5 sellers in the nation. This is the US listing we're showing here. To these 5 individuals, Yun Zilai, Mi Zhudong, let's have a look at this. Nanshi Udos, Deng Tang, and Elizabeth Hunt. Congratulations. We will be sending you the fabulous icon bundle that Mark just showed with you. You can see you get the hoodie, you get the stickers, you get the bag. So many, many congratulations. You are the top 5 in the nation, and we'll be in contact with you. So that was all about July. And of course, we're into August already. We're the 5th of August. You already saw this, of course, on our emails, on our sites, on our communications, and having some fun around what is now August product focus of the month. And here we go. Dee, I'll let you lead us into this and the importance of oxygen.
Yeah, well, we went straight for the good stuff when it came here. I don't want to put too fine a point on it, everyone, but oxygen is the lifeblood that fuels you. All of your cells require this. Like I said, whether you're looking for better energy, you're looking for healthy weight, healthy mood, none of this takes place without oxygen. It's what's going to fuel your cells and really give you what you need to push to the next level, whether that's health or the next level in your business. So I look at this, and seriously, it's this important, right? Every single cell, every biological signal. Whether it comes down to Isotonic's OPC3, its superpowers are getting oxygen through its better blood flow to all organ systems. I love to say, hit people at their pain points when you want to get them to use OPC3. Sometimes to get people to change their healthy habits, you have to talk to them about what's important to them.
OPC3 then, Dee, this is our world's best selling product that we have for 30 plus years, an unbelievable product, and gets oxygen into where it's supposed to. And the best way to think about this, team, Dee, you'll say this much better than I, it gets oxygen to where it needs to rapidly. That's pretty much it. Your body needs oxygen, gets into your blood to get it to every single vital organ in your body. That's what it does. That's its superpower. This product is incredible. So this is the first big product focus of the month in terms of oxygen. So Dee, tell us a bit more, because again, oxygen, people will say, well, I'm breathing oxygen. Why do I need this product? Why is it so important about this product? You've said before around, if you're breathing, you should be taking this.
That's exactly right. If you breathe, OPC3. And that's because your healthy aging is a tug of war between free radicals that would do harm and the antioxidants that you take to be able to create health, brain health, energy, cardiovascular health. Ultimately, we need to get oxygen throughout all of our tissues so that we can be as healthy in our 9th and our 10th and beyond decade of life.
Excellent. So tell us a bit more about a lot of what we've done here, team, is put some did you knows. These are great conversation starters for social, great one-to-one conversation. So we're trying to give you some little indications here to open up the conversation. You're going to see Steve and Jason in a second show you how to do this on social. But Dee, tell us a little bit more about, what do people really need to know about OPC3 in this product?
Well, we have a clinically tested, validated ingredient, one of the most clinically validated ingredients in the marketplace, and it's available to you exclusively as an isotonic ingredient, and that's pycnogenol. Has over 600 clinical studies, and its superpower, as I love to say, is blood flow. That means blood flow to the brain for cognitive function, blood flow to the heart, blood flow throughout the muscles. So whether your customers are into fitness, they want to maintain the health of their brain, they want to maintain the health of their bodies, right? Blood flow is where that's at. And it comes down to its staying power. Sure, people are used to antioxidants, but OPC is such an incredible complex that it has staying power within the body to quench free radicals, to give you energy, to support metabolic function. The thing that I love about this is because it doesn't burn through quickly in the body. That means oxygen also has a staying power.
So Dee, this antioxidant always comes up as why are they so important for your body? Why are they so important for everyone? So tell us more about this, because this is the storytelling around the product and how you encourage that conversation.
Well, because we live in a very toxic world with so many new to nature molecules, we're in constant combat mode because of that. And if we're not taking steps to be proactive and arrest premature aging, rapid aging, those antioxidants are going to wear us down. And you're going to first notice it in your skin, in your energy levels, in your mood. So get yourself into a good mood. If that's the thing that kicks you out of bed in the morning, get your blood flowing, get oxygen running so that you can quench these free radicals, because they're the ones that when they overwhelm us are leading to the issues that you don't want more of. And this is exactly what your customers care about. How do I get out of my own way? How do I find the life that I'm looking for? And OPC3 and the relationship that you're going to build with people is a perfect way to get them there.
Excellent. And team, I know there's so many testimonials around OPC3. This is an absolute hero product. So put them in the chat, share your stories here. We'd love to hear about them. So Dee, alongside OPC3 for all of our markets, tell us more about the additional products here.
Every superhero needs its backup, right? Its support team. Every leading actor needs a supporting cast. And that's exactly what we did with adding in multivitamins, multiminerals, and GlutatQ. These together help liberate oxygen in companionship with the OPC3. So it's really a systemic approach. All of us have access to these, right? So that we can build up healthy red blood cells with multivitamin, multimineral. We can support our own endurance, our own fitness, oxygen, bomb with GluteQ. So if you want more energy, more fitness, GluteQ is a great option for you. You want that blood flow and those red blood cells to be healthy. That's a great companion with OPC3.
Excellent. And it doesn't stop there, Dee. So we're going to show this next image, team. Now look at this.
It's getting
This
real.
is very, very exciting. So again, we can't tell you what it is, but the reason there is so much focus on OBC3 for this month is because that's the preliminary focus. And then as we get to Icon, we're launching an unbelievable new product that Dee has developed for us and the team. Absolutely incredible. You can start to guess what it is in the chat. Is it the shape of this bag? Is it that? What is it? What could it be? What could it be linked to this theme? So as soon as we launch that Icon, as Mark said, you'll be the first to hear about it, the first to try it and sample it, and be the first people to buy it there and then at Icon.
Right
Dee, we can't say too much, but I know you developed this product. What are your hints and tips that you can say?
Honestly, it's just going to be one of those things that brings you new customers. It's going to be a conversation that we've never had before. It's a great companion product to our other products, but it's really going to put new people in front of you because we're not following the trends, we're setting the trends. And that's exactly what we've done with this product.
Excellent. Excellent. Looking forward to it. Cannot wait, team. Cannot wait. But it gets even better. Look at these assets, these incredible assets that the team have done. You see, we're changing things up here with some phenomenal assets that catch the attention on social media. Look at this. You're looking at this and it just wants you to go and have a look what this is. Of course, health is wealth is the pattern we're going to use for this. So again, check those out. They're on the socials. And again, Steve and Jason are going to share all of these assets with you. They're in the marketing app. That's why it's so crucial for you to share the marketing app and those assets. So these look incredible. Thank you, team. And it gets even better, Dee. Not only do we have the amazing Icon that we've just spent most of this call talking about, it's going to be phenomenal. It gets better. Look at these two worldwide events coming up very shortly. Dee, tell us the magic about these.
Well, this is about keeping that momentum from Icon. You brought new people there, and those new people need to be trained with product knowledge and learning how to build relationships with new customers and identify a share of customer. So we have two incredible events coming up, the Nutrimetrics Annual Convention and our 2024 25th Annual Product Symposium. This is where in Tampa, great location, we're going to be spending our time in October. I want you right now to click and grab those two QR codes so you have no less than 2 extra tabs open on your mobile so that you can go back and purchase your tickets. What's wild for me is that this is going to be also a global event. No matter where you are right now, you can get tickets to our event. Translation is available for both of these events. There are replays available for these events, and we have opened it up to our global community. So right now on your back office, you can purchase tickets, but don't wait to take action tomorrow. I want you to clip these right now so the tabs are already open for you.
Excellent. Thank you, Dee. Thank you. All right, team. And there's more. There's more. So stay tuned. We have some more things to share for you. So stay tuned. There's some incredible things coming up. Just stay with us. I'm going to now hand over to Steve, Ashley, and Jason Pellin to walk you through the social media marketing tips around the products of the month.
You know, the thing about this is that social media has become, like Lauren said, it's become a part of our business, but it doesn't take away from the offline of the business. We still got to prospect. We still got to recruit. That just doesn't always happen through DMs. And so, so a lot of the things that we're going to talk about, on Friday of the event, when we're going to have a lot of fun, but it's going to be a lot of engagement, with our guest speaker, who's an incredible coach of makeup artists and, and showing how you build your market. We have Rice, who is got team, team my house, from social media, who's just absolutely incredible. And of course, Mark Bernanke and team Philadelphia, who's just going to rock it out of the ballpark. But the things you need to do when it comes to these monthlies is you got to be your own personal testimonial. This is OPC3. This is a product we all take. If you breathe, OPC3. Share your testimonial, have your customers share their testimonials. Tell them what the reason for you taking the product is, what your experience is. Now, one of the things that I like to do with all of this when it comes to these products, for example, like the last month, we talked a lot about aloe and all that. Well, every time I get here, at night, I always have my aloe in my cup because that's the last thing I take. That's the testimonials we got to share more out to our audiences to really show how great our products are. Next slide for me, please, Steve. Then we have to inform people why our products are better. People are not going to know that isotonics is the best just because you say it's the best. We have to go through and we have to share content that is going to allow them to make that decision why they need to use it, what's in it for them. Everybody always wants to know what's in it for them. And so our social media team, as well as Dr. D, Steve and Jason and the rest of the team do an amazing job making sure that we as franchise owners have amazing content to be able to share out, via our own social media channels to create curiosity, to get likes, to get comments, to build up our own brand, build up our own algorithm so that then we can be an authority as well. Remember, you are your own brand. You just happen to sell some of the best brands in the world, but they ultimately buy from you first. And then because they trust you, they trust in what you say about your experience and third-party experiences about the product. Then we have a call to action. We create strong hooks where we get to get more information. Now realize you have 3 seconds to stop that scroll. They're going to be scrolling. You have 3 seconds to get them to get something catchy in their face. And, I'm going to bring up something that, when people say, okay, what's a strong hook? Well, let's talk about convention for a second. Let's talk about an icon for a second. What if you just had a graphic? And this is, again, please don't answer this in the chat and all that stuff. This is only to show how catchy it is. What if you just had a post that said, it's decision 2024. Who are you choosing? But instead of everybody thinking, are you choosing Vice President Harris or former President Trump? What are you going to do? You're going to write in the caption, you're going to say, there's only one decision I can make with my own life. And that's because I choose my own success, I choose my team's success, and I choose to help everyone around me become successful. So we are all taking the commitment for our own personal and for our personal and professional success to get to Icon this year in Greensboro, North Carolina. Who's with me? That's something very simple. It catches their eye. It makes them stop the scroll to say, why is Steve getting political? And then all of a sudden they read the caption and then it turns it into, wow, okay, maybe I'm missing something about, what I should be really thinking about when it comes to this. And then obviously on all of our pages, we offer sharing features. We've gone through all this so much. Jason's going to go right into it as far as, when it comes to how to do this on the marketing app. The reason why I love promoting it from the unfranchised marketing app is because of the drip campaign. So many of us get caught up in our own lives, but we get caught up in the follow-up, and the key is in the follow-up. And so therefore, the fortune's in that follow-up. And so we have to continue through that drip campaign. It's going to allow them to do that. But what I want to do is I want to teach you how to find customers that are looking or interested in very similar products. And the best way to do that is through searching hashtags. And so this month we're talking about oxygen. So how do I find people who are either talking or communicating about oxygen related items? So if I go into Instagram and I just search for oxygen, it's going to give me a laundry list of hashtags. And then when I see these hashtags, I can see how many posts are with each one of them. So I could do anything from oxygen nutraceuticals to oxygen advantage, whatever the case may be. These are all people talking about something related to oxygen, which is what the focus is this month. Now, you can click on any one of these hashtags and look at the content. Now, once we click on one of these, such as Oxygen Advantage, let's go to the next slide, please. Thank you. We're going to click on any of these posts that interest us, and we're going to like and we're going to comment on it. So whether it's the 3 dimensions of breathing, whether it's, any one of these things, I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to pick up to five to like and to comment. Why is that important? Well, first, any more than 5 puts you potentially into shadow banning, which the social media algorithms don't like, and you can go into social media jail. And so therefore, just take time just to find the 5 ones that you love and to like and to comment on that. Now, what does that do? That then creates curiosity, and people are nosy. So if I go on and I see something great and I don't know who Cullen is, but I go on to his post and I comment and I like and comment on something that he talked about oxygen, I'm not selling, I'm just giving him but providing my own input on it. What's Cullen going to do? He's going to go to my page, my Instagram, and he's going to look at my profile. More than likely, he's going to begin following me. And from that follow, he's going to say, thank you, Steve, for the comment. I'd love to get more of your thoughts about what you think about this topic. Well, then what happens is then we engage in a conversation that then leads into direct messages so that way we can communicate. That's what you do. You make this about finding people who are already talking about what you're looking for, what you're interested in. You're going to communicate with them. And if you think 5 is too much, guess what? What makes you think that what makes you think that if you can't do 5 a day or just 5 a week even, and just like and comment, then what makes you think that people should comment on your stuff? What makes your content so great? But meanwhile, when you're trying to go find followers, you want to say, oh, nobody's commenting on mine. Go find your followers, go find your future customers through hashtags. I'm going to go through this with Jason a lot more on stage. And again, product reviews are critical. They are what sells.
Steve, not to interrupt you. I just think what you just said is brilliant. And I think we're going to have a bucket out on Saturday too for this, because it's all about communicating. It's all about corresponding. You can't just post something up and expect people to find it. You got to post it up where they're at.
Exactly. And that's the thing about it. And so, don't get down on yourself because people aren't commenting and liking your content. Start finding people that are going to like and post your content, because ultimately what happens is great content's going to be found, whether it's today, tomorrow, or next year, and you want to be on there for that. Make sure you're writing reviews. That's what sells products. I believe it. What the study shows, 83% or something like that of people look at reviews before they buy a product. So make sure that when you're when you're using a product, you're posting a review on your shop page, on your franchise page. And one thing I do all the time, I send out people samples. And when I send them out samples, I don't just send them out a sample, that's no no strings attached. I say, listen here, Steve, I'm going to send you out I'm going to send you out 3 packs of daily essentials. All I ask you to do is just send me a little blurb as far as what you felt while taking the product. Good, bad, and different. I just want to know what you thought of the product. Simple way for them to give you a quick testimonial that you can then turn around and use with your own customer base. Now I'm going to turn it over to Jason.
Yeah, Steve, that was straight fire. I mean, we always talk about wanting to engage and inform because ultimately we're looking to build influence. You guys have all heard that term influencer. And Lauren said it right here. You can't just post stuff and expect people to follow, right? You have to have reason for people to follow you. So we can help develop great content for you to use, but you've got to take action too. You've got to find the people that are looking, got to get your buckets out. Can't wait for Icon. There's so much more to share. But as a quick reminder for the Oxygen Month, you can simply open up your unfranchised marketing app, and we're adding in more of these assets under the current promotions tab. So you select the asset that you want and just click on whatever image or video is there. And then it brings it up to the screen where you can view what that is, or simply press that big green button. You can't miss it. That says share. And you have the opportunity to either share it on social as like a one-to-many post. But I love what Steve says about being more one-to-one, meeting people where they're at. So you're going to share it to a contact. Share it to a contact. It brings up all the contacts in your device, and you can select if you're going to send it via email or text message, or even a social media type of app, messaging app. Once you forward through that, it's going to bring you to a screen that allows you to customize the message. Now, we do have some preloaded templated messages, but you want to personalize it a little bit. Or for those that sometimes get brain cramps and don't know what to write, well, welcome to AI. We now have the AI composer that you click on the button, and we're going to let artificial intelligence help you craft the best message. And you can give it little tags like I need a short post. I want to post for a text message. I want to talk about OPC3, and AI will help craft the message for your audience. We're looking forward to sharing much more of this at Icon, but for Oxygen Month, we're loading up the app with assets that you can use today.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Steve. Thank you, Jason. We look forward to seeing your magic as always at Icon. So moving swiftly on, team, a few business updates for you. So let's hand over to Kim Ashley, who's going to give you the quick update on motifs. They're encouraging.
Yeah.
We cannot wait to share this with you. So come on, Kim.
Yes, I'm super excited about Icon 2024, and this is one of the big things for me. Motives is been going through kind of a reimagination on what the brand is, and Lauren and Amber have teamed up together. Amber is getting more involved with the branding, and we have just come up with some beautiful, beautiful products that we are so excited to bring out to you all. We're going to have a huge November global launch, but if you're at Icon, we want you to come and see the new products. We'll have them there for you to touch and feel and answer questions, so you'll be the first to know all about it. And we are going to have the session like Mark said, so get to the session. You don't want to miss it. There's going to be things like facials and makeovers and just much more. And you'll get to be the first ones to see the new Motives products in person. So you don't want to miss it from 5 to 7:30 on Wednesday. So we can't wait to see you.
Thank you, Kim. Looking forward to that. So again, team, you're going to be the very first to touch and feel the new products. They won't be available quite there yet at Icon, but they're going to be launching later on in this year. We're going to have a fabulous 360-degree launch around that. So looking forward to that. Thank you, Kim.
Thank you.
All right, talking of beauty. So we ran a recent challenge here. We've got one coming up for Taiwan, but this is the US. So we ran a challenge to see who could sell the most Core 3 beauty through July 31st. So we have some achievers to recognize here. So if you see them coming up here, if they're part of your team, if you know them, show them some love in the chat. So here we go. The top national sellers in the US are these 5 UFOs. Congratulations to Barbara Bush, Annie Vidal, Xingming Li Lam, Gayleen Miller, and Lulu. An incredible achievement. And I have to tell you, Barbara and Annie were fighting it out daily right until the end. And it was actually a tie. It was a tie for first place between Barbara and Annie. So congratulations to all 5 of you. And then who were the new UFOs? So the new UFOs, so again, a competition running for anyone who joined us after Icon last year. And look at this, Barbara Bush there again. Barbara only joined us in October. Not only was she the top national seller with Annie, she's also the top of the brand new UFOs alongside with Lulu. So congratulations. Again, your name in lights here. And then we get into the regions. So the competition for the regions was we were going to award the top 2 sellers for every region, and all of these achievers are going to join us at Icon. Hopefully you've all got tickets. If not, get them quick. But there you're going to have a fabulous spa treatment from the company. You're going to be absolutely thrilled with what you get. So who's the region? Who's top of the region? Let's see some love and some shout outs in the chat for the team here. Again, Barbara Bush and Annie Vidal, of course, because they won the nation. They're, of course, the top in the Southeast. And who is it for the Western? And again, 2 individuals here, Jingmin Li Lam and Gayleen Miller. Again, congratulations for being the top 2 individuals in the Western region. And here we go for the Northeast. Congratulations to Sadie Lynn Thayer in the Northeast and Yan Lu in the Northeast as well. So congratulations to you and a few more. Here we go for the Northern region, Renfang Chow. And again, I think this is Charlie. So congratulations to Charlie there in the Northern region. And the final entry here. And again, you had to sell 10 to be on the leaderboard. So everyone has sold a minimum of 10 to get on here. And the final achiever here is Xiaojing Lu from the Southern region. So many congratulations to all of you. Look out for an email from the company. We look forward to giving you an incredible spa experience led by Kim and Kelly, the team there at Icon. So we're looking forward to greeting you. So congratulations. Okay, moving swiftly on. Again, we have to give the merch drop here. There's some incredible t-shirts. What Mark showed you early on was for the Icon. Get those in by Wednesday. These are always available. These incredible t-shirts, incredible merch, encourages the conversation. Look at these incredible things that we have in the store. If you haven't checked it out, QR code bottom left, mamerchandise.com. You can see many of us on the screen here, actually using, kind of displaying all of this fashion that we have. Market America, the American Eagle there with dates of every single market. Kim's favorite here, the Motifs hoodie. You're going to see Kim in this as well going forward. Some family favorites and a lot of stuff in the store. So if you haven't checked it out, please check it out to get your merch. And now let's move on to the market specifics. Again, this is a worldwide Zoom. So let's hand over to Claire, who's going to give you a fabulous update from Taiwan and some new products. Over to you, Claire.
Hi, everyone. Claire from Taiwan. I'm going to speak in Mandarin. So if you would like to know what I'm talking about, please use the translation function down below at the toolbar, and then you will find the English translation. Okay. 好，那么各位台湾的伙伴们，大家早安。接下来我们就改成中文频道咯，我要开始讲咯。好，首先呢，我们刚刚是不是听到了好多很赞的消息，对不对？那么这些消息呢，不但是有新的这个产品，还有很多我们即将在 ICON， 就是我们美国的大会上面要发布的新的这个消息哦。那么就好像 Mark 还有 Lauren 还有刚才 Steve 所讲的哦，我们每一个人来到这个事业都是为了我们自己所心爱的人。那么我们所有在总公司的我们这些Mark 啊 Lauren 啊 Steve 啊跟所有的总公司的这些主管，他们所爱的人就是在座的各位，所以呢大家也都花了非常多的这个时间，准备了所有的新的产品、新的资讯以及新的这些产品的这个训练以及演讲，即将在 ICON 上面要带给大家。那么呢我也希望呢借助各位的手，我们大家送一些爱心，还有送我们的鼓掌给我们所有在总公司的这一些主管们好吗？谢谢大家，麻烦大家我们大家给他们一些鼓励哦。好，那么首先呢大家知道说我们7月份我们上市的最棒的这个新产品就是我们的 NAD Plus NAD 加哦。哇，真的是太厉害了，我们所有台湾的伙伴们真的是可以跟奥运的领奖组相比哦。我们已经知道说 NAD Plus 在美国在香港他们都销售的非常好，所以我们在做这个产品的这个 这个不是预算，这个叫产品的规划的时候呢，我们也规划了更多的这个量，来要供给给我们台湾的市场。可是各位真的是太厉害了，在一个礼拜之内就把我们20个礼拜的这个预测全部都卖完了。我们已经预测了更多的这个产品，可是大家的力量更大，真的是太厉害了。但是呢，大家不用担心，我们下一批的这个产品就要来到台湾了，所以现在呢，大家一定要把握这个士气，把握这股这个热量，这个热力哦。继续的购买，因为呢，你越早下订单，你就会越快拿到产品。那么新的一批产品后面都会源源不绝的陆续供应来台湾，所以不要停哦，千万不要停。好，那么呢，我们来跟奥运的领奖组相比，好不好？好，那么接下来呢，其实这个产品我们在台湾已经卖了好几万组了哦，但是不用担心，后面还会有新的产品来供应进来哦。继续下订单，越早下订单就越早拿到产品哦。好，那么let's turn to the next page, please. 好，那么刚才呢，我们也公布了在美国的这个超美丽的这个套组的得奖的这个超连锁店主哦。那么我们在台湾呢，我们也有我们的前10名的超美丽顶尖销售王，我们也产生了哦。恭喜这10位的领导人，这10位的伙伴呢，这10位分别是这边现在画面上看到的是英文啊，那么我就用中文念他们的名字啊。这10位分别是杜妈、杜凤玲，恭喜你；还有严清贤、陈慧杰、王雨涵、林冠儒、陈美丽、美丽姐，还有吴美惠、马玉婷、刘静雯以及王彦文，恭喜你们，是我们所有伙伴里面的前10名，太厉害了，超厉害的。这个下一回进军亚运，好吧，不是亚运，讲错，进军奥运。好，那么呢，除了我们这个前10名之外呢，我们还有另外做的这个抽奖的活动，只要你购买10组以上，就有机会也得到我们的 Please turn to the next page。所有的得奖人呢，都可以得到金华酒店木兰 SPA 的这个顶级的奢华的这个享受哦。那么你只要有超过10组以上呢，也有这个机会得到这个顶级的这个 SPA。那么我们昨天呢，就在 Facebook 上面做了直播。那么恭喜这位得主哦。那因为各自的关系呢，我们这边是一位黄小姐，应该是一个黄小姐，也得到了这个金华酒店的木兰 SPA， 恭喜你。那么除此之外呢，只要你曾经有购买过一次套组，就有机会参加另外一个抽奖。那么这个抽奖就是超美丽平泰秀的幸运星，我们也抽出了总共40位。那么公司呢也会发新闻公告，以及另外发 email 来通知您。那么请您务必记得要跟公司来跟联络啊，这样子我们才能够把这个奖项再发给您。OK, please turn to the next page. 好，那么呢，大家也都知道，就是说刚才我们讲了公司所爱的各位，就是要听各位的声音，还有我们要因应气候的变化，还有因应不同的这个肤质。所以呢，在年初我们推出的是若美孚的这个套组。那么因为天气的关系，还有因为每个人的刚才讲了每个人的这个肌肤的这个肤质不一样，所以呢，我们在近期呢，也就是7月份，也推出了这个若美孚维他命 B3 的极效舒颜精华。如果说你的肤质是比较适合用清爽一点的产品，还有如果你想要在夏天用比较清爽的产品的话，那么就可以来购买这一组。那么现在因为这个礼拜是我们刚好的7夕的情人节，购买这个套组呢，我们还有送了这个粉红色的托特包，整个看起来的这个包装呢都非常的精美，也是非常好的这个送礼的这个礼物。那么呢，尽量把握时间，赶快下单。那么之前呢还没有买这个舒颜精华这一组的这个伙伴呢，也尽量这个把握时间，赶快下单，早买就早享受哦。好，那么 please turn to the next slide, please. OK, 好，那么大家知道就是说前一阵子呢，我们已经起跑了这个我们的全新生活打造健康窈窕挑战赛哦。那么报名的时间呢是从6月12号到7月9号，现在虽然报名已经停止了，我们今年总共有1100位的伙伴来参加这个比赛哦，真的是很厉害。大家晓得说我们历年以来总共有多少呢？其实历年以来我们总共有3800位的这个参赛者， 总共减掉快40吨的这个重量哦，超厉害的。那么今年的这些参赛者呢，我们大家一起来鼓励他们继续努力，每一个人都有机会能够得到这个第一名。那么第一名还有其他的这些奖项呢，我们也会即将在11月份的领导者训练大会上面来表扬。所以如果你有朋友或者是有伙伴参加这个挑战赛的话，请鼓励他们，每一个人希望他们都有机会拿到第一名，好吗？好，那么以上呢就是来自于台湾的这些跟各位报告的这些讯息。那么我们大家一起继续加油，把这个 NAD 的这个订单早点下，你就有机会早点拿到这个新到的这个产品。还有刚才讲的这个我们的这个超美丽的这个舒颜套组。好，不要忘记要下订单哦，记得要下订单。好，那么谢谢大家，谢谢大家。
谢谢。
Okay, back to Jason.
We're going to go into Hannah.
Over to Hannah.
Okay, thank you everyone. A warmest
Sure.
greeting from Market Indonesia. Another exciting news that I want to share from Indonesia. Number one is the Market Indonesia 2024 Leadership School. This is after the first successful Market Indonesia annual convention last April, we will have another momentous occasion of first leadership school Market Indonesia. It's not only a gathering, but we will bring the spirit of knowledge, excitement, and recognition where we all come together as one family of Market America. It's a powerhouse of training, learning, and inspire one and another. Please grab the ticket now. And also another news that we will have is health and nutrition training will be held on Tuesday, 20th of August. We are going to enter our oxygen month in August, and don't miss the training from Dr. Neo Wee Swan from Singapore. Dr. Neo will share the powerful of our super antioxidant OPC3 combined with isochrome powder and OPC beauty blend. And then we will have also another first ever Market Indonesia local seminar on Saturday, 21st of September 2024. It's another session that you all must invite your team member to attend. Mr. Eddie Chu, National Supervising Coordinator from Singapore, will share what it takes to be successful in the business. Eddie has a degree in business and accounting and has worked many years in multinational companies in financial management, strategic planning, and business development. Now he and his wife will have full-time grown their unfranchised business in Singapore, Taiwan, Australia, Malaysia, and also Indonesia. And our GMTSS event also, as usual, like B5, NUOT, ECCT, B5 ticket, everything is ready on your back office. Please refer, and you all can buy the ticket. And another exciting news that I cannot wait to share with all of you from Indonesia, we also have a new product launch. Next slide. New product launch in August is Isotonic Glow View OPC3 and Isotonic Isochrome Powder. And also we have a series of cosmetic line from LDV Serum Concentrate, Fix Argan, and shampoo and conditioner. And the last but not the least, this is the breaking news from Indonesia. I just got the approval. The news of the approval of the Isotonic Vitamin D with K2 coming up to Indonesia market, and you all should love it, this product. And another flashing alert to all of you is the isotonic digestive enzyme is also already approved. So this product is coming soon to Indonesia, and we all are welcoming you to grow the business in Indonesia. Thank you very much.
Great job. Great job, team. Look, on these calls, that news just came off the wire just today. So anytime we do these Zooms, we're always going to put in the latest information. I'm coming in for a laning now. I know this has been a long time, just so much to go over. We even condensed it and still went an hour and 37 minutes. Just to recap, team, great job. Great job by everyone. We just got an incredible team. The next global Zoom is going to be September 9th. We're going to do a full Icon 2024 recap and a monthly focus, the next monthly product focus. And it's also Dr. Deidre's birthday, so that makes it even a more special day. By the way, we would have done it on September 2nd, but it's a holiday. We don't like holidays because it slows us down. We like to keep moving ahead. So we had to do it on the 9th, but we would have done it on the 2nd, but it's a holiday. Team, look, can't say it enough. Look, sprint to the finish line. Sprint to the finish line. All right, just like you're in the Olympics, sprint to the finish line. Look, order your tickets now. Look, all these options, get to the event. We cannot wait to see our family in 2.5 weeks. Go out and make it happen. Thank you sorry the call went so long. We got so much to go over with you. We love you guys so much from our whole global family. Have a great morning. Have a great day. Have a great evening. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing.